$400 for a bike fit? Are you out of your mind? I've only had this thing for a week, and this is the first time I've taken it out for a little spin. Basically what I'm doing today is seeing how it's fitting in a general sense. That brings me to one of my favorite subjects in the bike industry, is a bike fit service. And if you don't know what that is, pick out a bike that you think will fit you based on the recommendation of a salesperson, and then they fit you specifically to it with adjustments. And they swap out parts. Some bike shops will suggest you get a bike fit first, then they will sell you a bike according to what your fitter suggests, which undoubtedly is going to be the more expensive bikes. Yes, you've guessed it. I think bike fitting is a racket. Bike fitting is subjective. It's subjective to how you feel on the bike. And the assumption out there is we can make it super comfortable for you to ride competitively, long distance, whatever. It's all subjective. So I brought my Orbea Ora out, and so far, just by eyeballing it, it is fitting me. And because I've cycled for so many years, I can tell you right away that I'm only gonna have to do minute adjustments. So would I go into a shop and spend $400? Yes, 400 Canadian dollars for a bike fit? No damn way, and neither should you. Now, I know this is controversial. I know there's people out there that have a career bike fitting, and sure, if you're a paid professional or a paid elite, by all means, have it paid for. Enjoy the benefits, if there are any, of a professional bike fit. But otherwise, you can fit a bike yourself. It'll be painfully obvious when a bike is not fitting you right. Okay, and then all you have to do is just start messing around with your 3 contact points and just do it minutely, a little bit at a time. What are the 3 contact points? Well, obviously it's your saddle, it's the fore and aft, it's the height of your seat post, and it's the reach, so the length of this and the height of this. This is your stem. Okay, this is a tri bike. There's a little more involved with the cockpit than on a road bike. And then also your pedal, and more specifically your cleats. So these are speed plays. Cleat is basically the binding on the bottom of your shoe. Here's mine. Keep in mind, these are speed plays. Most people ride Shimano SPD pedals. So they have a little triangular piece here. So you can play around with the position of any cleat. So you can twist it a little bit inwards or outwards, and you can move it frontwards or backwards. And basically that's all you really need to do. And you keep doing that and a little adjustment at a time. Bring tools, you can adjust it out on the ride. Just don't do anything drastic. Okay, now cycling, my argument is this: cycling by its very nature is going to be uncomfortable. There's no bike fit in the world that is going to take away 100% of being uncomfortable on a bike. It's just impossible. You can get very close, and you can do that by yourself. This is a hugely controversial subject. I wish I was a bike fitter, because then I could easily sell people bike fits. You can argue this all you want. I've been riding, well, everybody has been riding pretty much since they were 3 or 4 for hundreds of years, and no one's needed bike fits. Now all of a sudden cycling is super popular, especially with the pandemic, and now all these bike shops are trying to sell you fits for hundreds of dollars. It's just a joke. It's a racket. I mean nothing personal by my remarks, but you got it good. And I can guarantee you, you and all your little close bike fitting co-workers, you all know that this is something that can be done at home by yourself with a little patience and a little adjustments. Now, of course, if you buy a bike that is entirely the wrong size for you, either it's too big or too small, yeah, you're gonna have problems. But most people are not that stupid. They're gonna buy something that is a general fit, and they're gonna adjust it accordingly. And keep in mind, people out there are just out for a ride. There's very few people that probably go over 40 kilometers. So they're not gonna experience numb hands, numb feet, sore knees. They're just out there for a leisurely ride. So when I hear of a bike shop trying to sell someone like that a bike fit, for shame. What an absolute laugh that is. And if you pay that, that's a joke. If you know me and you live near me, I will fit your bike to you for free. So have you gotten how I feel about bike fitting? Oh, and it just, like I said, I wish I was a bike fitter, because, man, talk about printing your own money, just like a dentist, man. So where does that leave me? As I said, I eyeballed the fit on this, and so far, it's very good. There's a few things I'm gonna have to do. Would you like to see? My saddle's gonna have to move a little this way. And again, just a general adjustment, nothing huge, just a small move forward. My stack height, this is called the stack height, it's fine. My reach here, my elbows sit here, and I grasp this, the bars, that's fine. These might need to come closer together, these two things, just a little bit, because right now my elbows are really wide apart, and I can tell right now it's putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on my shoulders. So if anything, they'll come in, and I'm talking a couple millimeters here, nothing drastic. I'm really happy to be out on this thing. I'm so glad I bought one finally. If you've seen that video, it's up. My first triathlon bike. After doing 12 years of triathlon, I finally went with one of these. This is about bike fitting, and you do not need one. You can do all this yourself. Okay, I've probably pissed off enough people with this video. And again, I'm just one guy with one opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right, but take it for what it is, everybody. And it looks like it's gonna start to rain. Of course, I picked rain to bring out the bike and give it a test run. That's the way I roll, everybody. All right, I think that's all I got. We'll do this one in one take. So thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, thanks. I know I rant. I'm very passionate about things I disagree with. One of those things are these super expensive bike fits. $400 for a bike fit? Are you out of your mind? The cycling industry has gone nuts. Clothing is expensive. Bikes are expensive. Everything, all of a sudden, over the last 10 years have just doubled in price. A pair of bib shorts, these, okay? 250 bucks for a pair of these? No way, man. Go on Amazon, find a Chinese manufacturer, $60, they'll do the exact same thing. And if they don't work, send them back and try another Chinese manufacturer. There's loads of them out there. That's just one thing. All right. This could end up being a half-an-hour rant if I keep going. I'm going to ride this beauty around and see what little micro adjustments I can do to make it fit me.